Hi, we're Vince and Angela, Fitting and Adventure, if you're new here. And we travel around full time with our two rescue dogs and just kind of hit all the historic sites and different interesting places, sometimes some weird little festivals that we hope you find interesting. But today we're going to talk to you about getting the rig ready, whether it's for the camping season if you've had it in storage, or we kind of use the spring cleaning kind of as a reminder of doing the routine maintenance on our rig for full time use. So we're going to go over quite a few things that Vince has done.
We'll go over the water system, the roof, your propane system, your electrical system, and some more routine maintenance things to take care of with your rig, whether it be towable, whether it be fifth wheel, whether it be like a Class C, I guess. It's all things you need to check and take care of. Today we're going to start the process for sanitizing our freshwater tank. So they say to do a quarter cup of bleach per 15 gallons. So I got my bleach solution in here. I'm going to use the siphon setting on the Nautilus to siphon this up into the tank. Then I'll fill the tank through the city water and we'll let it set. So here we go, siphon. All right, so we put in our bleach solution, use the siphon set on here to pull that bleach into the tank. Now just going to use regular city water and our water flow meter to fill the tank up the rest of the way so we can let it set in there before we purge the lines and drain the tank. We've been using a 3-stage filter, but sometimes that gets a little bulky and a little bit more space and weight on the trailer. So now we're going to try the Clear 2.0 system. It's got a 15 micron pre-filter and then a 10 micron carbon filter. It's going to give good tasting water and clean water into our rig. It's an inline filter, so all you got to do is put it onto your Y, then hook your water hose up to this end, turn it on, and enjoy your water. Part of the maintenance on your water system is to check the anode rod of your water heater. All you're going to do is unscrew it, take it out. It's more than likely going to need to be replaced. Put a new one back in. What it does is it's going to take all that calcium and everything like that, and it's basically sacrificial so that you don't mess up your tank itself. After you've cleaned the toilet, the last thing is the black tank itself. Unique's RV Digestate prevents odors in all season. It liquefies your solid waste and neutralizes tank odors. You're going to use 1 ounce of it, just pour it down into your black tank. It takes care of the rest. Okay, for the roof, what I'll do is I'll get up here. First thing I'll do is I'll clean it really good with a approved cleaner. I'll scrub it down, get it as clean as I can, make sure everything looks good. Then I'm going to go through, I'm going to look down here at the, I guess you'd call it the gutter system, make sure it's not clogged so that the water can drain off. I'll look at the roof of the slides, make sure everything's good there. There's no problem with the seals, with the roof itself. Make sure everything is good. Look all around everything, the vent covers, make sure that these seals are good. Nothing is peeling up. There's no way for water intrusion to happen. Look at the ACs, clean the vents if need be. Go again, check all this. Check the connections for our solar. Make sure those are still good. No breaks in the wire, nothing like that. Again, look at the seals. Look over here at these. Make sure there doesn't seem to be any leaks anywhere. Check up here. Make sure this one is good, because I don't know if you've ever seen it where air will get under here and you'll see people driving down the road and then this will start flapping. So you want to make sure that these are good so wind can't get underneath there. Make sure that there's no cracks in the fiberglass front. And just do an overall check and make sure everything is working properly, everything is sealed, everything is good, so you don't have any water getting inside.
We have the MoreRide independent suspension on our trailer, and MoreRide recommends repacking the wheel bearings every 12 to 15,000 miles or once a year. While I didn't have a specific manual for this, their website has a great tutorial video on it. It takes it step by step on exactly the process of it. It mentions all the torque specs, all the procedures and everything. It was a very easy process, messy, but that's what part of it is. So just make sure you look at the bearings, inspect the bearings. I probably could have got away with more mileage on it, but it was better safe than sorry.
And a big thing to remember, regardless of what kind of rig you have and your towing vehicle too, is check your manuals, because your manuals are going to have stuff specific to your rig and what the manufacturer wants done for your rig or your towing vehicle. We also had some work done on our truck while we were here, paused for a second doing all this. So just routine maintenance like that, you'll want to check your maintenance manual.
Another good thing to do is to check your power cord. You're going to want to check both ends of it. Check the plugs, check the prongs, make sure there's no burnt, no discoloration, anything like that. Then also go down and check your whole thing. Make sure there's no cuts, no gouges, no grooves, nothing like that that's going to cause it to short circuit on you, cause any problems inside your RV. Another safety check we always do is on our gas stop. This is going to make sure that we don't have any leaks in our propane system. The first thing you're going to do is make sure that the valve is off, make sure that all your propane using appliances are off. Then you're going to come out, you're going to turn your propane on, you're going to prime this to make sure that there's propane in your line. Then you're going to close this again. You're going to note the position of your needle on your gauge, wait 3 minutes, and then make sure the needle has not moved. If it has moved, there is a leak somewhere in your propane system. If it has not, it means your propane system is good.
The last thing we're going to do is go through every drawer, every cabinet, the garage, under the bed, in the closet, everything, and the truck too, and shed anything that's extra. Every ounce matters when you're RVing, so you want to get rid of anything that's unnecessary, both to gain the space back and just to have less weight while you're towing. This is going to matter if you're full-time. It's going to matter if you're just headed to the lake for the weekend too. Just get rid of anything that you're not needing. We either take it to Goodwill, or we have a storage unit here that has stuff from our home before we sold, and if we might need it again, we put it in there. But it's amazing how much stuff accumulates. We're not even big buyers.
Yeah.
You know, we don't buy all the little tourist souvenirs and everything. We just, you know, we make photos and videos, and those are our memories. So we're not big buyers, but it was amazing how much stuff actually accumulated in here that wasn't necessary anymore, whether it was books that we took down to the camp office here for other campers to enjoy us on their travels about locations, or pamphlets that we picked up along the way, read, and got thrown aside, and were just extra weight in here. So you'll want to definitely do that too.
Well, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please think about subscribing. Otherwise, hope to see you out on the road.